Hello, everybody, and welcome back to A Man Who Can't Take a Break to Breathe Between Sentences. My name is Evan Ettinger, and today we're doing a community video because we haven't done one of those in a really long time. Hey! Also, today's video is sponsored by the subscribe button, which I just want to let you know, I just found this out today, is free. You can hit that button, get new content in your feed that you choose to do, okay? Don't let YouTube tell you what to do. You click that subscribe button on your own, okay? I have faith in you. All right, what is the first one we're going to be looking at today? The first comment, top comment on my video this Sunday, we have, I don't understand how Americans say they'll write you instead of saying they'll write to you. It doesn't make sense. Listen, Josh, this is not real, okay? Sure, we do say we'll write you, but this is the pot calling the kettle an incredibly dark color of black, okay? This is a pointless conversation. You know what they say in the North? Any Northerners in the comments, back me up here. No prepositions. Y'all don't use prepositions for anything. Oh, do you want to go to pub? Which one, mate? The pub, all right? Well, those are articles, but sure, where are the articles, okay? Oh, someone's sick. Want to go to hospital? No, you didn't hear me incorrect there. Do you want to go hospital? No, I want to go to the hospital, all right? I don't want to go hospital. What does that even mean? You want to go pub? We're missing a preposition, and we're missing an article, okay? I must demand some equality here, okay? Pretty rich coming from me if you've seen my videos, right? So, as a Brit, being called sir in the US makes me feel incredibly important and fancy. It's almost unnecessarily polite. I guess that's what my manager had told me at Urban. He was just like, you know, it's unnecessary. For me, it's like, is any politeness truly unnecessary? Or is it just that in the UK, they're only polite when they're being really mean? You know, like, kindest regards. You know that just means, golf, I hate you, read my email next time, right? Ruby here says, you know what's weirder than calling random people sir? When I see American kids calling their parents sir and ma'am, it's weird. They're your parents. Yes, but also in our culture, we like to respect our parents. So, what does that say about you, huh? What does that say about you? I don't know. Speaking of parents and sons, the sun has come out. Hello, Dad. Or, I'm your dad. You big ball of flame. Yeah, I was just always taught it's not necessarily about your parents. It's about, like, older people. You know, if you're a child, you treat your elders with more respect. And to be fair, that sounds pretty nice, right? I don't know how you're bullying us for this, all right? The only time I think the UK they even say sir as adults is if you've been knighted by the Queen. And how likely is that happening, okay? I don't think Evan Ettinger is going to become Sir Evan Ettinger anytime soon. The Queen's going to be like, I really liked your video about school in the US and the UK. It was top-notch, and I'm knighting you. Welcome aboard, Evan Ettinger, Sir Man. Next, we have so weird. It gives me abuse vibes. Does it give you abuse vibes for parents to ask for their children to say sir or ma'am? Like I said, this obviously could be something that I've grown up with, but understanding the culture, it does just seem like a form of respect. You ask for respect from your little children, and hopefully they give it to other people, right? Is this a thing in other cultures outside the US and the UK? Please chime in. I love hearing your comments if you're not from these two big old countries. Speaking of people that don't live there, I have a Reddit video coming in 2 or 3 weeks featuring y'all, so that'll be nice. It's called Manners. Thank you, Disney Like Me. That's just always what I've been taught. You know, I say please. I say thank you when someone holds the door open for me. I say, sir, okay? You don't have to do it. That's okay. But hey, that's what makes the world go round, these interesting little differences we've got, right? We have here with Ampersand Castle, if a waiter ever takes my credit card out of my sight, I would assume I was being robbed. So I've got this comment a lot. Also, this one has 626 thumbs ups, okay? Lilo and Stitch style. It's the experiment number. Big brain. Listen, like I said, I've worked at a restaurant for 5 years, and there was always the possibility that, sure, when I, as a server, take someone's credit card and swipe it for them and even put in all their information, I could... Sir! See, I was being polite to that motorcyclist with a very tiny penis when he blasted by my house. I don't even know if you could hear it with this microphone, but basically, when I am scanning someone's credit card, yes, I have a chance to take all their information. You know what then happens? Me possibly losing my job. I just don't think that would be worth it. Listen, I'm getting paid $2.13 an hour. You really think I'm going to try and, like, pull one over on someone and steal someone's credit card information and then lose my only job that's making me that bare minimum? We have a comment that backs me up here from Plump Pops that says, I've never heard of a waiter risking their job and livelihood to snoop on one customer's card. Now, as much as, yes, this is what I'm talking about, You're right. They wouldn't do it just for one customer's card. Someone did actually do this, though, at the Pizza Hut I worked for. They got fired because, they happened to snoop into it. And, well, turns out you shouldn't be breaking the law on camera multiple times. If you're going to do it for one customer. But I do understand why people would feel uncomfortable about this because, yeah, you're right. Someone might be taking your card and then cloning it or something. And hey, maybe if you don't trust anyone, especially in the retail industry, that's fair enough. Personally, I'm not going to steal anything from you, okay? You can trust me. If I'm your waiter, please give me a nice big tip. Or I might do something bad. Next up, we have Licorice Lover. Thank you for the comment, buddy. I am a Scandinavian who lived in England for a year, and I thought shop clerks and servers were way too nice. What? Where were you going? You going up in, I don't know, Worcester? Is that a real place? It's like Worcester, but filled with war. So I had no idea if they were being genuine or if they were just flirting with me. Oh, is they flirting with me? Why do I have German accents if I'm Scandinavian? If they are even friendlier in America, I don't think I could handle it. This is the most mind-blowing comment I've seen in this thread so far. This is why I love these community videos. What do you mean? In England, you had polite interactions at the retail stores. I don't believe it. Now I'd really love to go shopping at H&M in Sweden or something just to experience the true hatred that I guess Scandinavian employees have for anyone going to shop at their store. Because if it's anything less than the UK, that must be experienced, okay? That's on a different level. Same, I'm German, had a huge culture shock in the UK. Who are you people? And I never knew if they were really interested in how my day was or not. To be fair, when I was in Germany, I did feel like every employee at just going to the grocery store to get stuff, by the time I was finished trying to ask for how their day was, they were already like, Karte, Geld Karte. Come on, kaufen. Pay for your shit. And I'd be like, okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to get some there's a line behind me, a Schnecke, as they say. But yeah, I guess it's one of those things where if the culture is not really into the fake/real friendliness, maybe that's just how it is. When I went to the Apple store for my little second channel vlog I did last week, actually, the employee that was helping me was so incredibly kind. I genuinely did feel like, hey, are you gonna ask for my number? Because you've got it. You've got my iCloud, I got the digits. But I think that's just Apple employees. I do feel like there's a different experience there versus most anywhere else in the UK. Hi, Evan. I am a teacher, history and English. So not the good subjects, not math. Sorry, the miss thing actually comes from history. Okay, that makes sense because you're teaching history. So you're teaching me in my comment section. Female teachers were required to be unmarried and therefore were always called miss. What? And I guess in the US where we have freedom. That's not a thing over here. No way. No, all the teachers, we can call them whatever we want. Thanks to the Constitution. You heard about it? 1776, Thomas Jefferson. So it stuck, though, and now Miss is used in almost every school in the UK. Unless the student is using their full name. The full name? What? I've heard of teachers using, like in the US, we say, Mrs. Ernst or Mr. Smith. I cannot imagine using first and last name. If I come into a class, I'm not expecting people to be like, hello, Evan Ettinger. I'm like, sir, please, Evan Ettinger is my full name. What are you trying to do? Tell me off as a parent? That's very strange. I did, if you remember, a year and a half, 2 years ago, I did actually teach at a school because I was interviewing because the YouTube money wasn't coming in and I was kind of like, maybe I can afford a house this way. Neither way, really. But it felt really strange because all the kids were like, sir, and I'm like, who are you talking to? Even though I was literally saying I use that for politeness, it was like, don't sir me though. Okay, I'm dude, all right? I know the Fortnite dances. But either way, that is a really fun fact. When the head teacher tried to switch it to ma'am, which is another polite thing, I think that's pretty acceptable. It made people feel uncomfortable, so he switched back. Being called miss keeps you young. I guess that's in Mexico, they say señorita. But I think that has negative connotations. Either way, interesting. So basically you had to be unmarried to be a teacher, and that's why everyone was miss. And if you were married, it was like, well, get out of here. Sorry, ma'am. You're a ma'am now. You can't teach anything with ma'am. No. Only misses here, please. Meanwhile, in Sweden, we don't use titles at all. And I've called my teachers by their first names all my life. Anything else would be bizarre. What? How are you supposed to demand respect as a teacher if your students are out here calling you something like Randy? Hey, Randy. Hey, what's the quadratic formula? That would be in Swedish classes. In the US, though, I mean, we just say Mr. Mla unless it comes down to university. Once you switch to university, some teachers are just like, hey guys, my name's Derek. I'm going to teach intro to lit. It's going to be lit. You know, you get those cool teachers, but it depends. Some people will like refer to me as Dr. Hassan. Some people are like call me Derek. You know, it really depends on the university professor. But I can't imagine doing that in high school. Calling a teacher by their first name would get you in serious trouble in the US. Correct. It would be a sign of disrespect. I used to call my mom Christina all the time when I was like really young because I thought it was fun, not to be disrespectful. All right. I'm not a disrespectful little whelp. We actually have a system set up where a superior can call you, the inferior, by your first name, but you have to call the superior Mr. whatever. Yes, this is basically how it works. It's slightly similar, albeit reversed in Japan. If you've ever read any manga, watched any of those animes, it's just a thing about respect. Something you guys clearly don't have here in the UK, okay? Okay? Hi, I'm British and I use dinky. Was this some ad in my comments for the word dinky? As in, I'd use it to call a cute chocolate box village. The houses in that village are really dinky. It's a positive thing. That's what I'm learning from all the comments on this video, but it still blows my mind just because for me, dinky is such a low quality word, okay? And I didn't believe this Reddit thread because I was like, no. Who says dinky to mean small and cute instead of worthless? Everyone in the UK. Congratulations. This is why I like these videos. I feel like even though it feels like, you know, it's just chatting to the camera, we're just having a little chat, there's always something interesting that I can learn from it. So that's what I like. Who doesn't use dinky for something small and cute? Like dinky toys can be worth a fortune. What the heck is a dinky toy? What is that? Oh, by the way, I accidentally doubled down on my EQ in the last video, so the audio might have sounded quite muddy. I apologize for all the audiophiles who told me I was horrible. I'm sorry to have broken your eardrums with my attempt to be better, okay? Thank you. About the whole calling your teacher sir thing, it took me like 8 months to adjust to calling my A-level maths teacher by his first name. You gotta wait 2 years, Brits, okay? 16 is just not old enough. Like I said, I think A-levels, that's a bit early. University, that's cool. We're equals now, okay? Me and Mr. Hildman, all right? We're both adults. We can consent to learning. Wow, the sun. Stop it, sir. You are making it very hard for me to maintain a consistent level of exposure. Speaking of consistent exposure, subscribe to this video because it tells YouTube that you like the video a lot more than a like does, and hey, maybe I can have some new people watch the videos. Hey, we've got I'm American and I'm on my 3rd kettle. I've turned my entire family into kettles. What are you, some type of wicked witch of the West that likes tea? What's wrong with you? Also, really? Like I said, growing up in the States, never met a single American who even heard of a kettle because they're like, what's that even for? You making tea? We threw that in the sea, okay? All the way back in Boston, okay? We're not a fan of that tea. Most Americans I know, we're actually more fans of coffee or sweet tea. But an interesting comment from my friend Mikola here. He says, I don't know if this is true, but electric kettles in the US take longer to boil because our voltage is 120 instead of 240. That's why most Americans prefer acoustic kettles. Hey guys, this one's Wonderwall. Whoop! That was me whistling as a kettle would when I was acoustic, and heat them from the stove. Unverified theory, but I like the sound of it. I have an electric kettle in the US despite our wambly voltage. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. If you're an American that has a kettle, in my comment section, sound off, all right? It is time to band together and tell people about the joys of electric kettles. I recently got this one. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like a gooseneck. You can do it for pour over coffee, not actually for tea, okay? Doesn't actually fit the vibe of the British thing I'm trying to go for here. We've got also totally missed the issue we have with US customer service. Really don't mind being asked if I need help. I just can't stand the fake enthusiasm or have a blessed, fantastic day stuff. Just efficient and polite service is fine. You don't need to pretend you like me or your job. Also, not liking your job should not be grounds for being fired. Okay, I mean, sure. I just want you to know, I prefer it personally, okay? If I'm having a bad day and I walk into unnamed, unbranded store, I would like someone to tell me, they hope I have a nice day, okay? Because I was having a bad day until that beautiful person told me that. Please, thank you. Yes, the walk-in oven is a thing here. It's called Phoenix. Hear that, Phoenix? A lot of men want to walk inside you because you're so hot. Anyway, we go from sir and miss straight to first name terms in college. Lol. We do this for college in the US, but our college is at 18. You know, we've graduated. It just feels like, well, now I'm an adult. We're like bros, me and the teacher, okay? We're the same age now. Even though he's twice my age, we're both adults. But doing that at like 16, 17 in UK college, I guess that's cool. Do you guys consider yourself an adult at 16? Do you really want to first name basis those types of people? I still use sir every once in a while if I like meet someone in the street and they drop something. I'm like, sir, you dropped this. And then he goes, sir, you dropped this, a crown, because I'm a king who's polite, okay? And if you're also a polite person, you're going to smash the subscribe button because I make new videos every Sunday. We've got a new one coming up, another Reddit one coming up this Sunday in particular. You can watch my previous ones right over here, actually. I pointed the wrong direction, so check one of those guys out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next episode of this community video, hopefully next Thursday. Guten Bayern. 8 years of German for this. Guten Bayern. Scheiße.